When analyzing the latest earnings report from Palantir Technologies, many investors initially focused on the strong revenue growth driven by rising demand for artificial intelligence solutions. However, the most critical insight did not come from the headline revenue figures. Instead, the real story lies in how significantly existing customers are increasing their spending on the company's platform. This shift highlights a deeper transformation taking place within Palantir Technologies. Rather than depending solely on acquiring new clients to drive growth, the company is increasingly generating substantial expansion from its current customer base. This evolution is particularly important because it signals a more durable and scalable business model, one that can compound over time as relationships deepen and usage broadens. As we explore this further, one of the most compelling developments is the rapid increase in spending among the company's largest clients. During the most recent earnings discussion, leadership emphasized that the average revenue generated per customer continues to rise at an impressive pace. This is not a minor trend, but rather a meaningful acceleration that reflects how customers are integrating the platform more deeply into their operations. To illustrate this point, one energy company expanded its annual contract value from $4 million to $20 million by the end of the year. This five-fold increase was primarily driven by a growing number of use cases, demonstrating how quickly value can scale once the platform proves effective within an organization. Naturally, this leads into a broader pattern that is commonly observed in enterprise software businesses. Companies rarely adopt a platform at full scale from the very beginning. Instead, they typically start with a limited implementation, often focused on a single operational initiative. This initial phase allows the organization to evaluate the effectiveness of the technology while minimizing risk. However, once the software demonstrates clear and measurable benefits, adoption tends to expand rapidly. Different departments begin to recognize its value, leading to a wider rollout across the organization. Over time, what started as a small engagement can evolve into a mission-critical system that supports multiple business functions. This gradual yet powerful expansion significantly increases the size of each contract. More importantly, it creates a foundation for long-term growth that does not rely entirely on new customer acquisition. In many ways, this dynamic is even more valuable because it leverages existing relationships, which are often easier and more cost-effective to grow. At the same time, another major force driving increased spending is the growing urgency for companies to deploy artificial intelligence at scale. Over the past several years, many organizations have experimented with artificial intelligence in isolated or limited ways. These early efforts were often exploratory, aimed at understanding the potential of the technology rather than fully integrating it into core operations. Recently, however, there has been a noticeable shift. Companies are no longer satisfied with experimentation. Instead, they are making significant investments to embed artificial intelligence into their workflows, decision-making processes, and long-term strategies. This transition marks a critical turning point as artificial intelligence becomes a central pillar of competitive advantage across industries. This is precisely where Palantir Technologies positions itself as a key enabler. Its platforms, including Foundry and the Artificial Intelligence Platform, allow organizations to unify vast amounts of enterprise data, deploy advanced artificial intelligence models, and seamlessly integrate those capabilities into day-to-day operations. By bridging the gap between data and actionable insights, these tools enable businesses to operate more efficiently and make more informed decisions. Building on this momentum, the company has also introduced the Artificial Intelligence Platform Bootcamp, an initiative designed to accelerate adoption by providing hands-on experience. This program allows potential customers to see the real-world impact of artificial intelligence within their own operations, often delivering noticeable results in a very short period of time. This immediate demonstration of value plays a crucial role in the decision-making process. Once organizations witness the tangible benefits of the platform, committing to long-term agreements becomes a logical next step. It reduces uncertainty and reinforces confidence in the technology's ability to deliver meaningful outcomes. Furthermore, as these systems become deeply embedded within an organization, new opportunities for application continue to emerge. For example, a company might initially implement the platform to optimize its supply chain operations. After achieving success in that area, it may begin to explore additional use cases such as financial planning, operational monitoring, or risk assessment. Each new application not only enhances the overall value of the platform, but also increases the size and scope of the contract. This creates a powerful cycle of expansion, where success in one area leads to further adoption in others. Over time, the platform becomes an integral part of the organization's infrastructure. From an investment perspective, this type of expansion revenue is extremely valuable. While acquiring new customers is important, growing revenue from existing clients is often more efficient. It typically requires less spending on sales and marketing, which can lead to higher margins and improved profitability. In addition to efficiency, there is another critical advantage to this model. As customers become more reliant on the platform, the cost and complexity of switching to an alternative solution increase significantly. This creates a strong incentive for clients to maintain their relationship with Palantir Technologies, leading to higher retention rates and more predictable revenue streams. Moreover, this increasing dependency can act as a competitive moat. When a company integrates a platform deeply into its operations, replacing it would require substantial time, resources, and a risk. As a result, customers are far more likely to renew their agreements year after year, providing stability and visibility into future performance. Taking all of this into account, the latest earnings report suggests that this expansion-driven growth model is not just a possibility, but a reality that is already unfolding. The combination of rising customer spending, increasing adoption of artificial intelligence, and deepening integration within organizations creates a strong foundation for sustained long-term growth. Even more importantly, this dynamic positions Palantir Technologies to benefit from broader industry trends. As artificial intelligence continues to reshape the global economy, companies that can effectively harness its potential will gain a significant competitive edge. By providing the tools and infrastructure needed to achieve this, Palantir Technologies is placing itself at the center of this transformation. Looking ahead, the key question is not simply whether the company can continue to grow, but how far this expansion within its existing customer base can go. If current trends persist, the potential for increased contract sizes and deeper relationships could drive meaningful upside over time. At the same time, investors should continue to monitor how effectively the company balances new customer acquisition with expansion among existing clients. Both elements are important, but the growing contribution from existing customers may prove to be the more powerful driver in the long run. Ultimately, the latest results indicate that Palantir Technologies is not just experiencing growth, but evolving into a more mature and resilient business. By focusing on delivering value that encourages customers to expand their usage, the company is building a model that can sustain itself through multiple cycles of innovation and adoption. For more stock news updates, remember to press the like button and subscribe. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.